Alright, so holy shit, last week, a lot of stuff happened. Betrayal, intrigue, mistrust. Fucking Fernando shot Seven in the leg, and now Seven's on his way to the hospital.
I regret nothing because I don't remember anything.
And then who was it that gave him the forget juice? I think that was Big T, right?
Yep, it was Big T.
Yep.
Solid move. And he's passed out now. The police are making their way to the scene. So what we're gonna do is, I guess we're gonna cut to we'll cut to I guess Mox, you're there as well, right? During this whole event. Okay.
I knocked the phone out of with Fernando's hand.
Alright. So you guys are still outside of his apartment where like a lot of the college students stay. They certainly called the police force while all of you guys were busy fighting amongst each other. And some police officers arrive on the scene. So, you recognize a familiar face. We have Officer Logan Paul here on the scene, alongside a few of his fellow cadets. So, what are you guys doing right now? Big T, Mox, Fernando, I know you're passed out, but what are you doing, Big T?
Just sizing everything up. Trying to read the whole situation.
Alright, well, Mox, what are you doing? You hear like the of the sirens, like, just charging down the street towards your location.
I'm gonna pick up Fernando. Pick up his cell phone, pick up him up, and then try to get him back. Actually, his gun got knocked away. Actually, no, Big T has the gun, I think.
No, his gun.
It was still in my hand.
Yeah, I think it was still in his hand. I only injected him, and he went to pick up the cell phone, and the cell phone got knocked out of his hand. So you have his cell phone. That's what you have.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought you had the gun though.
Yeah, no. I backhanded Big T. I called it in, and you knocked the cell phone out of my hand, and I passed out afterwards.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to prop him up, and then check his pulse, or just to check to see if he's still breathing, in case there's no adverse effect to the serum on him.
Okay. So the police cruisers pull up, stopping from the building. It seems they're like cordoning it off. All the commotion seems to be around you guys. Everyone's kind of kept their distance, just because you guys are clearly armed. And Officer Logan Paul, he gets out of the vehicle. His two cadets go and like try and disperse the crowd. And he walks up to you, Big T and Mox, and he's like, "Huh, fucking rough day at the office or what? The hell's going on here, guys?"
There's a slight disagreement. Things got a little out of hand, but we got it under control.
A little out of hand. The whole scanner blew up. I didn't know it was you fools going around firing shots and crashing into lampposts. What's going on here? Some disagreement.
Yeah, it was a heated argument. Gun got pulled. Somebody shot. Disoriented the driver. Driver crashed into the pole. And 1 second.
For 1
Big
second.
T is lifting something heavy off the ground.
Sorry. All right, and driver crashed into the pole. Everybody exited the car. Shot individual decided to go seek medical attention while we incapacitated our trigger-happy friend.
Wow, you guys seem like you're...
In-house. Thank you for your service, officer.
Try and roll persuasion here.
Da-da-da-da. 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 Skills. Because Big T's got the skills.
Dream success.
Persuade?
Yep, persuasion.
Yeah, persuade is better than my fast talk. Let me see. Can I intimidate?
Can you what?
It's not intimidation. Did that go through?
Haven't seen it yet. There it is. What's your score?
Fail.
Alright, big fail. Well, here's the thing, man. Firearms were discharged. Got a lot of public unrest here, as you can clearly see. It's kind of standard operating procedure that I bring you guys in for some questioning, regardless of if you're feds, because this kind of falls under my jurisdiction now. Now, maybe we go back to the station, get everything squared away with your boys out at the bureau, but we're gonna have to bring you guys in for some questioning.
Well, you could bring us in for questioning, but our upper management wouldn't allow us to answer any questions.
Well,
So if you wanted to take us in, by all means, sir, I would not like to hinder you. But like I said, protocol says we can't answer any questions till our higher ups arrive. So it would be
well,
Officer, if I may, we have information that there may be murders happening at this art gallery in a matter of moments. We believe this is where the next attacks will begin. And it may not be constrained to just one attack. It may be everyone there. And the mayor will be there.
I guess, given the current situation, especially since his favorite character, Fernando's knocked out here, you're gonna have to do a hard persuade here.
His favorite character.
Well, his favorite, I guess not character, but, I guess federal member.
Alright, let's see, where is it? Badoo, character sheet, persuade.
I think at the top you set it to hard, yeah. Maybe I have enough luck for that?
That's not even on hard, that's normal.
Oh. Well, hard is 5. So...
well, considering this is potentially the last game, so sure, why not?
Alright.
Let's see, how much math is that?
43?
Alright, 43 luck coming out of that. Sweet.
Damn.
Alright, you have to bring it down to 5 to less than 5, which is 4. So it'll be 34.
I thought it's half.
Yeah.
My bad, 5.
Half of 10 is 5. You gotta bring it down to less than 5. So
My
5
bad.
would be 4. So you got a minus 34, 33. Yeah, 33, not 43.
Yeah,
33. Yeah, my bad,
33 is the amount, not 43.
Alright, he's gonna look to his people that are with him. He's gonna be like, alright. We got a lead. I'm gonna need you guys to go handle things down at the art gallery. Potential 401. And he's gonna adjust his belt. You guys, guess you're coming with me. Pulls out his handcuffs. Turn around, big guy. Always wanted to arrest a Fed. So you see his 2 officers get in their cruiser. Looks like they're getting ready to head to the art gallery. And he's gonna bring you guys in.
Well, I'm gonna tell him you don't need to put handcuffs on me. I'm just gonna get in the car. You're not gonna get any resistance from us.
Sounds like you're resisting right now, pal.
And those cuffs, I can't deal with that steel on me. Only steel I can deal with is
A gun.
Look, buddy,
my rifle.
it's as much for your protection as it is ours. And especially that guy over there, he's gonna point at Fernando.
He'll be alright.
Well, he like twirls his fingers for you to like turn around and put your hands behind your back.
And yeah.
Alright, while he's doing that, I'm gonna message HQ saying we're being detained by the police. Might not be able to make rendezvous.
Alright, you're gonna get a message from HQ just saying, not a problem.
He's like, they're like, perfect.
And he's gonna put cuffs on you, Big T. He's gonna put cuffs on Fernando and lug him into the car, and then he's gonna go up to you, Mox, and be like, alright, you two, buddy. Standard
Put my hands
procedure.
out.
Alright.
Behind my back or in front, whichever way he wants to do it.
Yeah, he'll put it behind your back and shuffle you into the car as well.
Alright.
Is Little, what's his name there too?
Little T?
Little T, he's probably there, right?
He's probably still in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
I guess.
He's definitely come out to at least see what's happening, right? So.
I don't know. D-class personnel. His officer's down. He hears the police coming. Maybe he's still in the back there. Let's roll luck for Little D. Let's see where he is. If he gets arrested.
Why not? Just yeah. I'll tell you.
Alright, he's in the car still.
He plans on driving off, moving away.
Yep, he's got company property.
Car. What did they?
Huh?
Unless these are some really inept cops, they check the car and possibly tow it away.
I guess he's gonna get in the vehicle with you guys in the back. He's gonna call in that, yeah, we've got a vehicle down that, West Redacted, and we're going to need a pickup. Please take it to the, the lot. With the guy? Yeah. Alright. And he's gonna head out and take you guys down to the precinct.
The now dead guy?
He got himself redacted after Sean left him alone.
He got himself redacted, man. That place is... He was gonna die eventually.
Yeah, he had a bit of a curse on him or something, I don't know.
Couldn't see that computer.
Alright, he's gonna pull up to the, precinct, take you guys in, get you printed, and then have you sit down in, like a waiting area. He goes in, talks like his, supervisor. You see a bunch more people actually coming in as well. I'd say it's around, like, 7:20, 7:30, so the, little art event is, like, literally just happening, like, right now. It's, like, in the middle of it. So nothing, there's no chat or anything as far as like anything going on with the art festival yet, or the art show rather. But there are people talking about like, more people getting like missing or people that may have been like killed, which you could probably reasonably assume it may have something to do with the, entity that is, plaguing this town. After a few minutes, Logan's gonna come out and say, alright, I guess our interrogator is here to see you guys. And he's gonna look at Fernando. Sees that he's still, like, drooling and, like, passed out. He really wanted to see this guy, but, both of you roll luck, Big T and, Mox.
Oh, good thing I just eliminated it.
All right, Big T,
That
let me
would've
see your luck.
passed.
Could you spend all the remaining?
No, if you use luck, you lose luck, so it goes down. So you need more. It would just be nothing.
Yeah, it's impossible to luck your luck. All right, Mr. Big T. Yeah, we're gonna need you to go into the office. Here, and he's gonna like pick you up, undo your cuffs, and walk you into their interrogation room. He's gonna like close the door behind you, give you like a nice wave, and tell you to sit down. The interrogator will be here with you shortly.
I say nothing. I just nod.
All right.
I'm sticking with my story. I can't answer no questions.
All right. After a few minutes, you hear footsteps approaching the door. The interrogation room is like a bit like down the hall and sort of like a back room, so there isn't a lot of activity back here. And as the door handle turns, you're gonna see this individual actually walk in.
What's it? It's Hunk from Resident Evil 2.
And he's gonna be like, hello, Agent T. I'm Retrieval Agent Hannigan, and I was sent here to inquire about your findings. I'm here on behalf of Anderson Sonnet of the California Division, and it seems that there have been some issues with your containment and discovery.
I'm gonna ask for him to show some credentials just to make sure.
Okay, he'll show you some credentials, and it seems to check out. This guy definitely seems like he's SCP. He seems to be in full tactical armor, like bodysuit, everything. You can't really see any of his skin. He's not exposed in any way. He even has the gas mask and everything on.
I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, you know the protocol. I just wanted to verify. Yeah, the issue is it seems our commander is starting to lose it. I don't know what happened, but we were in the process of catching the entity.
Really?
Yes. Apparently there's gonna be, I don't know if you can get some agents down there, but there might be an incident happening, probably as we speak, at the art gallery.
Well, that would be your responsibility.
Huh?
Well, that would have been your responsibility.
Yeah, well, there's not much I can do when I'm forced into the situation that we're in now.
Now tell me, how exactly did you end up in this situation? Have you been compromised? Has your officer Fernando San Domingo been compromised? By the entity, that is.
That is yet to be ascertained. We haven't had time to test whether or not he's been compromised by the SCP. We know that Agent Little D has been afflicted, but he doesn't seem to have gone through much psycho alterations, such much mind alterations.
And where exactly is Agent Little D?
Last I recall, he was in the back of the truck. I don't know if he got arrested as well.
Well, it seems that his tracker isn't with the company vehicle. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that?
No, that is actually quite strange. Little D usually stays on mission. I thought he had much potential.
Stays on mission. It seems that he's been at the hotel these past few days. Well, according to his coordinates.
When did this begin?
Around the night that you checked into the hotel.
Huh. It's around the same time he got compromised.
Oh, so Agent D was compromised as well.
Can I ask a question?
Go for it.
Say that?
My question is, do we know we have trackers?
It's safe to assume, if not in your phone, on your person. But D-class personnel definitely have trackers.
Yeah. And trackers we know we have. Or is it just like a secret that they keep from us?
I guess you guys probably wouldn't know that you have trackers on you unless you're like San Domingo would probably know since he's like high ranked.
But Little D wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't know.
So he wouldn't know to leave it anyway.
So the entity figured it out.
Okay.
But alright, yeah. Like I said, he didn't seem to be too mentally compromised. The only thing that the entity seemed to have done to him was force him to draw more pictures of the entity.
Interesting.
It seems like these drawings that the SCP-Bs draw are, I guess you would say, enchanted with the SCP's power.
Okay. And what does this power specifically look like? Have you seen it in action?
I haven't seen it in action, but I've seen that the drawings are quite alive in some way or another.
I see. Now, knowing that D-class personnel has been compromised, why did your team not decide to redact Agent D?
Typically, it's not standard protocol to just redact compromised agents. Usually, they are set to be analyzed and to further understand the SCP and how it interacts with living creatures.
But you just said you were going to contain the SCP, so I assume you got all you needed out of Agent D. He could be redacted at this very moment. Assuming you're able to contain it, that is true what you said earlier, is it not?
Yeah, if we were able to contain the SCP, we would have left it up to headquarters to decide Little D's fate. He could have been useful to the association as a test subject, or possibly research material.
I suppose we have to ask Agent 7 about his usefulness in that regard.
That understanding these SCPs is priority before containment.
Well, without understanding SCP, it cannot be properly contained. I mean, that is why we sent 7 with you.
Yes.
Very interesting. Is there anything else you wish to share with me, Agent T?
I think it's, if possible, I'd like to get back into the field and catch this SCP. Yeah, I hope Fernando's doing good. If he is compromised, maybe he can be useful still to the Foundation as a research subject. And same for Little D.
We'll see about getting you back into the field. I did have one more question, though. How exactly are you going to contain this entity? I mean, how does it manifest?
Well, as far as we understand, the entity manifests when you're perceived to be alone. So if you are in a dark room with the SCP, it can attack you while you're in groups if it can't be seen by the other people. Or you can't be seen by the other people. But if you are not alone, the SCP tends to stay away.
Okay.
Stay what's the word? Stagnant. You know,
Yes, passive.
it stays passive when you're in groups. But from our assumption is that in the art gallery, when it turns dark, when they turn off all the lights, that it would attack all the patrons at the art gallery.
So, all these infected individuals, or compromised individuals, they draw these paintings, and I'm assuming they draw it all around the city.
Yes. So there are several of these entities around the city that we would need to contain, and we would need to also contain all the artists to prevent any further spreading of the SCP.
And you've identified all the artists as well.
I believe we have, and we also may need to contain the scientist who discovered the idol, of which has, I assumed, has started this whole incident. The research group may need to be investigated.
Okay. Well, Agent T, you've been a great help, and it's been a pleasure working with you. And he's going to reach out his hand to shake your hands.
I want to fist bump him.
And he's going to see that fist bump, he's going to be like, no, shake my hands.
Yeah, I like to call. I want to see if I can see anything.
Sure, give me a spot hidden check. Ooh. Yep, you see that there is a syringe. Right underneath, like, I guess, like, his wrist, like a little Spider-Man type deal. You know how he has, like, the little thing that comes out of his wrist? He's got, like, a syringe sticking out of his wrist. You seem hesitant.
I'm gonna be like, You seem pretty eager for a handshake, sir.
Is there something amiss? Have you been compromised?
Have you, sir? What has your interactions been in this town so far?
Well, as you know, I'm Retrieval Agent Hannigan, and I've been sent to do some fact-finding and some, I guess retrieval, considering that you've failed the mission. And you see, do another spot hidden roll, George. Alright, you see that he's pressed, like, he's pressed a button, somewhere on his, like, on his hip.
On his head?
On his hip.
Oh.
Like, it seems he's opened some kind of, like, a comms device. It seems you're very resistant at this very moment.
Of course not, sir. And...
Alright, what are you gonna do, George? Something's about to happen.
I want to do, like, a spot hidden and see if there's any cracks in his armor.
Alright, give me a spot hidden roll. Ooh, alright.
16 luck.
Okay, you do see a crack in his armor. Not necessarily a crack, but more of a soft spot. Because it seems he doesn't want to be exposed to, like, the air or have his skin contact with anything. But just for, like, movement, like, around his neck, like, around his wrist area as well, and in, like, his pelvic region.
Alright. T's gonna go in for the handshake, but I'm gonna push his hand into the soft spot in his leg, so he injects himself.
Oh shit. Okay. With you finding that nice little spot, you can do a. What is that roll? I guess brawl with a bonus.
Ooh. Hey.
Alright. And he's, as you go in for the handshake, he's like reaching out for it too, and he's like, I'm glad to see you decided to comport. And he's just shoved his syringe, I guess, right into his, like, pelvic area. And you see him, like, slowly start to, like, crumple over and, like, wheeze out. And
I'm gonna turn off his comm device while he's going to sleep.
Well, I guess as you're doing that, I guess you would have. Okay, sure.
Because he just confirmed that I was complying over the comm.
But it did follow with a grunt and a loud fun.
So I'm holding him as he is coming down. And as he's coming down, before he hits the floor, I'm going to press the button to turn off his comms.
Okay. So he is currently unconscious. What are you going to do? You see that the hallway is like just outside. And it sounds quiet.
It's quiet? Okay.
Or, you know what? You want to listen? Do an extreme listen roll.
Damn you, Brian. Okay. I am, with the utmost haste, I'm swapping armor with him. And I'm gonna sit him in the chair in my clothes, facing the opposite direction of the door, so they're not seeing his face.
Okay.
Alright. So do I make it in time to change clothes? Nobody comes in?
You know what? Give me a give me a size roll and see if it fits, or see how well it fits you.
Oh,
all right.
It works.
Okay. All right.
Size is 63.
Okay, so you're able to make it like work comfortably for you. You're not gonna have any encumbrance when you're trying to like move around or anything.
All right.
And I'd say the armor gives you like a plus, I guess like +7 health.
Alright. Nice. Ah, no, my phone! Does he have a phone on him or anything?
Just his comms device. He's got a shotgun as well, and he's got like the forget syringes.
Okay. I want to hit him once with one of the forget syringes. Or
Oh,
actually,
man,
I want
it's
to.
no
Was the syringe that he was trying to inject me with the forget syringe?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so I don't inject him again. I don't want to overdose this guy.
All right. You know, give me a quick intelligence roll. I want to see if you piece something together or remember something.
Oh, that makes it. My intelligence is 55. Let me switch this back to regular.
Okay. You remember vaguely that agents that go in the field, they at least have a team, if not a partner, and they would have some kind of like secret code that they would share between each other in certain instances. Just to give like a status update.
Okay.
It's like shit.
You still trying not to shake this guy's hand?
You fucking knocked the guy out.
He just got this on the rope. Did I ever hear him mutter like a phrase or whatever when he put on the comms?
No, it looks like he just put on the comms to, just so they're open. So whoever's on the comms probably heard everything that happened in this room at that moment, after he clicked that button.
Alright, I want to get the syringe ready in the same way that he had it ready.
You gonna take his glove off?
I'm dressed up as the guy right now.
Oh, you're in his clothes. Okay.
So, alright. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna open the door like I'm regular, like I'm him. I'm gonna walk out, look both ways. Do I see anything?
Alright, really quickly, I'm gonna want you to give me a dexterity roll.
You son of a bitch.
Ooh, okay. Give me a dodge roll now.
I just dodged it.
No, this was to see, if you were fast enough to see, what just happened. So, what you see lying, I guess prone across the hall. You're gonna see his partner. He's got a shotgun, and he's going to fire the second you open the door.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, that is George.
Extreme success.
Yep.
What is this? He shot? A second
Yeah.
time?
You wouldn't have been able to dodge if you didn't win that dexterity roll.
So what was the first roll?
The dexterity roll was to see if you could actually dodge.
Oh wait, but isn't it levels of success? You had a 17, you had a 33?
It's how much he wins by. So you won by 4, but he won by at least like 20, or at least like 80 here.
Yeah.
So he's got a much greater degree of success. George, you're gonna take 10 damage.
So my 7 bonus health is gone.
You have the
Yeah.
armor on.
Yeah, you don't have the armor.
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna jump back in the door.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You know what? And do a listen roll, Mock. It's a little loud in the area, but you might have picked up on the sound of like gunfire.
Oh, sweet.
Shotgun. Of course he's gonna hear that.
Yeah.
All right,
So it's a regular listen roll.
Nope.
Damn.
Moss is in the room just like tapping away.
Yeah, they got some really solid smooth jazz playing.
Yeah, Fernando, give me an extreme listen roll.
Is this gonna wake me up or something?
Yeah, it's extreme though, so it's unlikely, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess you don't get waken up.
I'm dreaming about deserts, motorcycles, cola, and sunsets.
Alright, Brian.
Alright, do you want me to come? Oh, okay.
Describe the room to me, Brian.
It's pretty much what you see in the picture. It's got a desk, chairs, a little hang in there baby motivational poster, and the body of a unconscious retrieval agent.
Alright, so I guess the walls are made out of drywall. I'm gonna find a soft spot and I'm just gonna run through. I'm gonna knock through the wall. Going the opposite direction of the agent.
Okay. Alright, give me a strength then. All
Use
right.
that luck.
Yeah, you could roll the luck. Otherwise, you're gonna hurt yourself doing this.
What's that?
I don't have enough luck.
24.
All right.
24.
Roll a 1d2, George.
Huh?
Roll a 1d2 then.
Brian, where did you find the art for this guy?
I was like googling like Ryan Armor stuff, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of like SCP-ish. All right, George, take 1 damage, and I guess do another listen roll. All right, you hear footsteps approaching, like heavy footsteps, like military-grade boots, just like approaching the door.
Okay. I'm gonna get behind the desk. Crouch
Okay.
under it.
This is like a last stand shit right
Yeah.
Let me see if I can draw this out. So, this is the desk. This is the chair with the Indian in it.
Uh-huh.
You'll
Door.
never take me, Redacted.
You're definitely getting killed by the Foundation now.
And this is Amy at his feet.
Because they don't have flashbangs or anything.
There's the smart guy. Alright, yeah, the door is gonna open, George.
Yep.
You're not gonna see anybody. He may be standing off to the side, and you're going to see, like, the clank. You're gonna hear, like, the clank of, like, a metallic cylinder, like, going into the room.
As soon as the hand or the cylinder comes into view, I'm shooting it.
Alright, do, like, a hard rifle shot, then. Because you're shooting at, like, a moving object. Ooh!
I'm spending a lot.
Next stand.
Alright, badass. Okay, so you shoot the cylinder in midair, and a giant puncture goes into the canister, and gas just spouts out of it, like, directly into the hallway. It just, like, rolls into the hallway, and it's just like, and the hallway's like filling with gas, and you hear like footsteps just running away now.
What the fuck is the gas mask for?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you're right. Actually, you'd be fine. What is this guy thinking?
Did it explode at all on him, being that I shot the can? I mean, it should have exploded.
A flashbang would still incapacitate him, even with the mask on.
Oh no, it's not a flashbang, it's gas.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gas.
just saying if you choose a flashbang now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, with the amount of force that a shotgun would put on a compressed canister would explode it.
So even like a smoke bomb.
Even a
Well,
smoke bomb.
You know what? Roll luck. Roll luck. Roll luck. Roll luck. Roll luck. Roll luck, George.
You
But,
son of a-
Because
smoke
I
canister is
already
compressed
described
air.
it.
What?
Yeah, one luck.
The
Yeah,
smoke
so
canister
the
shouldn't
hallway-
be- I was gonna say the smoke canister shouldn't be compressed. It should be a chemical reaction.
Yeah,
What?
it's
Is
mixes together.
Plus, I
Yeah.
don't know about force because it's just a bunch of pellets shooting into the can. It's like a bunch of bullets hitting the can, right? So
I mean, shotgun can disintegrate a can. I've actually done it before when I was younger, but the chemical reaction is different with a smoke as opposed to a magnesium flash grenade. So
All right.
actually, you might have made it harder for both of you because now the hallway and part of the door is obscured. They're
Yeah.
both wearing gas masks.
All right. So I'm gonna close the door when I hear him run away, and now I am going to. How much bullets do I have?
I'd imagine this guy's packing like quite a bit of bullets, so I don't think ammo's a problem for you in this scenario.
Any flashbangs?
6 in the chamber.
I would say this guy would have 2 smoke grenades on him and a flashbang.
Alright. I'm shooting the wall. Bang, 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 bang. And then I'm gonna kick through it.
Oh, you're gonna try and make your way outside?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, the police are totally gonna tolerate this.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think where this might... Yeah, where this might take you, actually. Let's see, I'm gonna roll a dice.
There's literally a war zone happening and questioning.
Yeah. Alright, you knock down the door, and what you see is what seems to be like the evidence room on the other side.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem like there's that many people.
Is there a window or a door outside?
There's a door to go like further into the police station. You'd have to like go through the lobby from here in order to like get out. It seems that evidence room walls are like a little more reinforced. It would take some time, and people might hear you actually blasting down like the walls of the evidence room.
So let's say this is the building. Where am I right now? I would follow my steps to know like how far I am from an exit.
Well, you wouldn't know personally though. You wouldn't know personally though. You'd have to guess.
I wouldn't have to know the layout, but I know like how many steps I was from, or feet from an exit or from a wall.
I guess roll a natural world to see if you know.
Use that luck.
You gotta know.
That's the hard roll. I have 36.
Oh, alright then.
Put it back to regular, George.
I just did. I keep forgetting to switch it from hard to regular.
So what you know is if you go back through the interrogation room and down the opposite way of like the hallway that you came from, there's a wall, but that wall would lead you outside.
Okay. So essentially, I just went into like this room. I need to go back into this room and into this water roll.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm hurting.
You just need to go back where you were, change the clothes back into that guy, and then inject yourself with the forgetful serum and say it was all him.
Alright.
That'll work.
Yeah. Well, if you want to think about what your next plan of action is, we can cut to, I guess we'll cut to Mox and then 7?
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I gotta get out. And I
want to see the conclusion to this.
Yeah, I want to see what it does.
Okay.
I want to see how this ends.
This could be the last run of Big T. Oh, I don't want to wait till the end of the
Yep,
episode.
he is dead. But he's not. I told you he's going down kicking. So yeah, I am shooting at the wall, and then I'm reloading back the 4 clips. I'm taking 2 shots at this wall. I'm kicking it down, and I'm going through it.
All right, so you're stepping into the smoke-filled hallway again, right?
No, I never went into the hallway. I'm avoiding the hallway. This is the hallway. I'm going through the walls.
Going through the wall. Alright, people are definitely going to hear you then. The officer are definitely going to hear you if you're going through that way.
Yep, I'm shooting through the wall, and then I'm going through it.
Alright, so you take your first shot, and then your second shot, And
Actually,
guess
no,
just-
this is what I'm doing. I'm shooting it twice. I'm gonna see if I see anything through the hole, and then I'm gonna throw the gas canister through it. Wait 5 seconds, and then I'm going in.
Alright, so you shoot for the wall. I want you to roll luck here.
Brian, I'm failing. I better roll 100.
You gotta roll a 1. Alright. You shoot for the wall, and then you hear, like, a loud, like, thud, and you hear, like, a splatter, actually. It sounds like some kind of, like, liquid hitting, like a surface. And something just, like, falls over. And in that next room, you hear, like, holy shit! Officer down! But that's the receptionist. Fuck! Shit, someone's in the evidence room shooting up! What the hell is going on? Get Brendan in here! And they're just, like, talking amongst each other. It seems you shot into, like, an office, and you may have killed an office worker. Do you continue... You're gonna throw your smoke grenade in there?
You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I know what I'm doing. I am gonna show my face, and I'm gonna be like, the Foundation is coming for you!
Here's a great hire.
Very mentally stable.
This is my escape plan, Brian. And I'm going to switch back into my clothes.
While you're in the smoke bomb? Okay, so first...
I'm not in the smoke room. There's a hole
You
in
show
the
your
wall.
face for the hole in the wall, right?
Yeah.
And you say the Foundation is coming.
And then I'm gonna throw the smoke bomb and the flashbang in the room.
Okay. So you
I'm
throw the
going
smoke
through-
bomb in there, and they're just like,
I'm
oh
throwing-
shit.
I'm throwing the smoke bomb. I'm throwing the flashbang through the wall, and then I'm going to run back to this room where the guy is unconscious, and I have to switch back with him.
Alright, so as soon as you throw the smoke grenade in there, you're gonna hear, like, a loud, like, smash from that room, and the alarms are immediately gonna go off. You hear people, like, coughing, because, like, the smoke bombs went off, and then, like, people are just like, ah, my eyes, because, like, you threw in the flashbang as well. Just throw the cherry on top. And it says, over, like, the intercoms, code red, the station's going under lockdown. And it appears there is a hostile within the evidence room, requesting all available officers to form a perimeter around the around all known exits. And as you're changing, right? You're changing out.
I'm throwing a smoke bomb into this hallway as well.
The smoke bombed hallway.
Huh?
You're throwing a smoke bomb into the evidence room or the smoke bomb hallway? Because as soon as that code red goes off, the door is going to open. You're not going to see any officers, but you're going to see, like, maybe, like, their heads peek in for a second and they see you.
What heads peek in? I throw in here. As soon as I'm done throwing it in here, I'm throwing it in the hallway as well to keep people out of the hallway while I change.
Well, you know the evidence room has, like, sort of like a chain-linked, like, fence, and then a door behind it that leads into, like, the precinct itself. So they're going to open that door into the evidence room and, like, peek in to see, like, what's going on in there, but they're not going to, like, expose themselves fully. So they're just, like, tilting their heads in to look inside the evidence room, where you would be standing.
Well, I'm back. Now I'm back in, after I'm done doing that, I'm going back into the room where, the unconscious guy is.
Okay, so you go back into the room, they're gonna see this giant, like, hole in the wall, and do a listen roll for me. Because they're gonna start communicating once they see this hole in the wall. You got no luck, buddy.
I got no luck to do anything.
So you're not sure what they're saying. Are you still gonna get changed in here?
Yeah, I am. Out of sight though. They're not gonna be able to see me where I'm doing it.
Okay. So I would assume it takes at least 30 seconds for you to get changed. Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay.
30 seconds.
And I'd say by this time, I guess unless you throw another smoke grenade in the hallway, which I guess you did, the hallway is still, like, sort of lit up.
Okay.
Should we keep on rolling listen checks? Because this is a lot of noise going on now.
Oh,
The cops have to be
Mox?
like moving around and everything.
Yeah, Mox, 100% you know this place is on lockdown.
Well, that's unfortunate.
There's a hostile perp. You would actually hear them saying, oh, it seems that he's created a hole in the wall. I'm not sure where that leads, but it's towards the west side of the building. Get some officers there.
I turn to the unconscious body of Fernando. It's like, I bet you $20. That's tea.
Yeah, bro.
What's his name do here?
Who?
Tom's character. Tom's character.
Oh, Rick. Because I guess his character would be here too, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
This is a total shit show. Alright, so you're changed out. The hallway is like 100% filled with smoke. Are you gonna run towards that other wall? And you hear also Mox, or I guess I shouldn't tell you because then that's gonna tell George.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So I am.
I like how the one guy in containment can't be contained.
Why are you asking him? He's still alive.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for at least 6 hours. And this might not last that long.
Okay. Is there an intercom in this room?
It's the interrogation room, so no, but I guess on the other side of the glass there might be.
Or actually, there's an intercom in the evidence room, isn't there?
There was an intercom in the office, but if you go behind the gate in the evidence room, there would be an intercom there, but you have to go past the gate.
I'm gonna go in there.
Alright. I want you to...
Die.
Yeah, do a little dexterity roll.
I want to first look around before I go in the room.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a high stakes situation.
That's a little different. All right, do a spot hidden roll. Okay. You see that like behind the gate there is like a little like desk area, and you see like I guess like an officer's cap like peeking out of it, just barely.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my shirt, and I'm gonna let the officer know, hey, I
see you.
Huh?
No, go on.
I'm gonna tell them, hey, I incapacitated the assailant.
Do an extreme persuade roll right now, George.
Yeah.
What do you think is my first day on the job? We're taking you in. Put your weapons down and come out with your hands up.
Where are you gonna take him? Downstairs?
Just put all your firearms down. We don't have to escalate this any further.
Take him towards the wall.
Wow, in Bizarro World, police actually use words first.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not showing himself. He's not quite showing himself though.
Okay, I'm gonna have to think this situation out.
We've got you surrounded. You don't have any options. Now,
Shoot the floor.
lower your weapons, and you see one of the officers like peek their head into the evidence room, and he's like looking at you, and he's like he just says like no to his other officer friend. Like he hasn't lowered his weapons yet. What are you gonna do, George?
This guy's worse than getting your head blown off.
Because the other guy's pinned, pretty much, where George is standing. The guy behind the desk is pinned.
Okay, the only way I see out of this is a gunfight.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I gotta kill them all.
Oh wait, yeah, pray to the bat that you have on your self.
And Fernando's loose cannon? Come
I
on.
want to spot. Do I see any electrical boxes for power, for like the power source?
Conveniently in an interrogation room, it's the entire.
No, this is the
Yeah, your best bet is you could shoot out the breaker probably wouldn't be in the evidence room, but you could probably shoot out the lights in this room at least. I'd say roll luck for the power breaker, but I think we all know how that's going to turn out. Yep.
Did he use one luck? Oh, it's extreme. I'm like, did he use one luck somewhere?
I already got 3 luck. Let's see. Now that I got the bad roll out of the way.
Come on, friends. Nobody has to get hurt any further. Alright, we'll just settle this. We'll figure it out. We'll use words. So put your weapon down, and everyone could go home peacefully. Does that sound good to you, sir?
And I shoot the light.
Alright, shots are fired, surround the perimeter! And as you fire, the officer behind the desk is gonna, like, dive out, almost, into the other room. But you have the opportunity to take a shot at him if you want. But he's, like, getting out of here as soon as you, like, shot your shot. Like, he's not sure where you shot, but he wanted to get out of there.
Nope, I'm sneaking. And I'm knocking out whoever's in this room, I'm knocking them out with the tranq dart.
Okay, so which room are you going back into?
I'm still in the evidence room, so any officer in the evidence room, I'm knocking out, and then I'm heading towards the door. And I'm gonna do another spot hidden.
Which door are you going into? The one where all the officers are, or back into your little interrogation room with the smoke bomb?
I'm going to wherever the officers went just now.
Okay, so there's like 3 officers in that room, so you could go ahead and head over there.
I'm gonna head over to the door.
Okay. Do a stealth roll, because there's still light peeking into the evidence room from the other room, but it's still dark in your room. Nice, alright, so they don't see you. You make your way to the door.
Alright, what do I see in the other room?
Painting of an owl.
Yeah, do a spot hidden to see if you can identify where all the officers are, because they've definitely taken cover. Alright, you have a good bead on where all the officers are hidden. There's about 3 officers in this room.
Do I have enough ammo to take out all the lights? Or wait, I have a quick question. How many officers did I knock out in this room? If any stayed in?
The only one that was in there dived out, and you chose not to shoot him.
I thought there was 2 in that room.
You're still in the evidence room. There was only one guy in there who was behind like the desk, and then he dove out. They were looking in from the other room, so all 3 of them are now in this room. The room that you're going into, yeah.
Alright, is there... how many lights are there in this room?
How many? There are 4 lights.
There are 4 lights.
Thank you.
I like it.
Now, are these fluorescent, halogen? What are we working with here?
There are 4 lights.
Are you gonna shoot him? You're shooting him out, you said?
Huh?
You said you're shooting out the lights?
So there are 4 lights and 3 officers. What are my choices?
Do the math.
So let me see if I can get what's the layout right now.
So 2 of them are behind like desks, as cover. One of them is like behind like a pillar, and there's like a water cooler in front of that pillar.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Yes.
Say that again.
You're about to get redacted. So, yeah, 2 officers behind 2 of the desks in this room. This looks like kind of like a break room, and then after this break room is going to lead into the lobby, which is going to lead into the exit. So 2 officers behind desk, 1 behind like a pillar, like a column, that has like a water cooler in front of it.
Shoot the water cooler.
That's a good call. See if you can find one and take one.
It will end so much better with a hostage.
Let's see.
I have a feeling this is going to be the wildest one. I don't think anybody else is going to.
Everyone else is going to copy.
Yeah.
Shake your hand? Sure.
Okay. I am shooting out all the lights.
Alright, they're gonna probably be able to get a few shots off on you if you do that. Or at the very least on your gun. So if you want to put yourself in a position where, like, maybe only your gun will get shot, then you could do hard, like, rifle rolls. Otherwise, you could do regular rifle rolls to take out these lights.
Is there any windows nearby?
Actually, in fact, it looks like there is some sunlight peeking into this room, so there may be a window in here. But you can't see, like, around that corner, but there may be a window in this room.
Okay.
So actually, even if you shut out the lights in this room, it probably won't matter. Because there's natural light coming in.
So... Give me 1 second. I am going to... shoot the water cooler.
The room floods with
shoot
water.
the water cooler to scare the cops, to get them to duck into cover.
Alright. You're doing the hard roll or like a regular one where one of them might be able to get a shot off on you?
I'm gonna do the hard one first.
Okay.
See if I
And you hear, like, as you're firing that, get ready to fire that shot at the water cooler, the officer behind the water cooler is like, hey, can you believe this crazy shit happens? I'm about to retire tomorrow. And with that,
aiming to kill him.
unfortunately, George, you murdered this officer.
He was gonna retire!
And then the other dwarf's like, no, Jerry! Damn!
Alright,
I just went to his daughter's recital!
Ryan, as soon as I hear no Jerry, I'm popping a shot at that guy.
You're just like fucking at this point.
Son, I shot one bullet.
Ooh, with that, George, you shot first. Roll the damage on that one. Or actually, that's an extreme success. I'd say that's probably a headshot on this unfortunate soul. He wasn't expecting it at all, so he really was doing nothing. It's like, no! You monster!
And then I pop another shot at the other guy.
Alright, what's your dexterity? Because I did it wrong. You're not supposed to roll dexterity, it's just whoever has the higher dexterity.
65.
Okay, roll your shot.
Damn it!
Oof. Alright. He's gonna take a shot at you. Alright, that's a miss. It's not Logan Paul though, it's a different officer. I'm just using a stat sheet. Alright, you guys are trading shots. Alright, he's gonna shoot again, and then I want you to give me a list. Ooh.
I'm dead.
Maybe. Let's see how much damage this handgun does.
Look, I'm dead. I don't care. I'm dead.
Don't give up. You haven't taken a
Yeah,
hostage
I'm
yet.
dead.
It's 7 damage, you're dead. That's for Jerry, you son of a bitch! And Tommy! Purpose been neutralized! God damn it! And he throws his gun onto the floor.
Roll luck to see if it misfires.
God damn. T went out in the blaze of glory.
My leg!
Roll damage.
Yeah, let's roll damage. Alright, he passed.
He's dead too.
I'd say he's dying right now. He's like dying of blood loss. It's like, officer, please send a medevac. I guess he dies on the floor. Like, you monster, George.
I'm coughing up blood. Time to reach out as we're both slain here, God.
Unbelievable. Alright, so Big T redacted officially. So while this was going on, Mulder,
Yeah.
this lady was going to approach you while you were sitting with Fernando, and she's going to show her identification. It shows she's SCP, Retrieval Agent Vinnigan, and she's going to be like, please, it seems Agent T has gone rogue. Would you come with me? I believe this area is not going to be safe much longer.
I completely understand. Would you like me to carry Agent Fernando?
Oh, yes, that would be excellent, actually.
Pick him up and take him with me.
Alright, and she's going to walk you guys, or walk out with you out of the police station. So, it would seem I have it on good intel that you may not have been compromised. At least from what I pieced together from, I guess, reports coming from your now defunct officer. He's gonna point at San Domingo.
I am to please, but not sure there's much to compromise. It seems like there's some sort of psychosomatic trauma causing little D to want to draw owls all the time. And there seems to be a serial killer about who ritualistically murders people outside of his totem marks. But yeah, can't see much room for compromising.
Oh, I do enjoy your antics so much, Agent Mulder. Now, she's gonna take you, like, outside to a vehicle that they have. It seems like a very, like, unassuming, van. And inside, once she takes you in, you see a bunch of, like, surveillance equipment, very, like, high-tech operation, and you see this individual, sitting in the back, kind of, like, rocking back and forth a little bit. He seems like a little anxious, I guess. Like, his like legs are like shaking or like jumping up and down, like it seems like he has like an itch, like he seems eager.
Right here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you got a couch I could sleep on, or a night or so.
Yeah, I guess we do.
Hmm?
Yes.
You said yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. The desk situation's a little sus, though.
Say that again? Monday, is there parking there?
Not really any good parking.
Hmm. Okay.
Alright. Okay, so, so she'll ask you, questions about, what do you think led to, Agent T reacting in such a way?
I don't know. He's always been particularly unhinged. Dang it, T.
Really, nothing in our psych evaluation said that, it would end up like this. I suppose we need to redo our tests.
Might not be a bad idea. By the way, I want to add that there is a ritualistic event that will lead to a mass murder happening. How much time is there between now and the art gallery reveal?
Oh, what's going on? I'd say it's about like an hour into it now.
Well, yeah, it's like, well, about an hour ago, this art gallery event would have been unveiling, and that's where the perpetrator would have begun to ritualistically murder all the attendees. I attempted to have some officers over there to stop it, but I'm not sure they'll be able to do that.
Yes, if such a thing is happening tonight. Unfortunately, we could only spare our retrieval agents. We had reason to believe that it hadn't escalated to this point, at least from the reports that were given. Well, as far as containment of the SCP, what progress have you made?
Well, I mean, we have a lead suspect, and we know that they're tied with the family that owns the property here. We know that the suspect was innocent until he was radicalized when he went to this one property. We were in the process of attempting to prevent this tragedy and apprehend the suspect for further questioning. Our next step would have been to retrace his steps and go to this site where he changed.
I see. Well, this is all very, very valuable information. Agent Mox, considering Fernando's still out, we may have to wait a bit for him, but, we felt we might have to, pursue your researcher? I believe he's went to the hospital for treatment.
How is he?
Well, I think we're about to go find out. If you would like to join us, that is.
Of course.
And,
we had little T at the police area too. What happened to him?
Oh, little D.
Little D,
He's in
yeah.
the vehicle and he got taken to the impound. But his tracker says
He
he's.
doesn't even try to drive the car away.
He just gets taken.
Oh,
He's, wait, is he gonna meet his end?
We don't know.
We don't know yet.
Yep. Because his tracker says he's still at the hotel.
No, but I mean, he went to the impound.
Yeah, that's where you got messed up.
I don't even know that if it's little D anymore. If his tracker's at the hotel, who the fudge have we been carrying around?
All right. And Mox, what you see on all the monitors they have set up in the back of this vehicle is it seems there's like direct feeds like into the police precinct, and on the cameras you see Big T like making his last stand.
Good luck, Batman.
And she's just gonna shake her head, and then she's gonna knock twice on the like a little grate between the front and back of the vehicle, and the driver's going to head off towards the hospital. Meanwhile, flashback to 7. So you got shot in the leg, and you are being carried away currently to, I guess, the hospital. You got EMTs working with you, working on your leg right now. And, like, what are you doing right now?
No drugs. I gotta stay awake for this.
Are you sure it's just some simple anesthesia? We highly recommend it.
Not even a local.
Well, damn.
Seriously? You'll pass out from the pain.
The hell I will.
Roll Constitution, 7.
Like.
Wow.
Nice.
You're a lot tougher than you look.
I've never seen such a strong, virulent man.
You're telling me. You're something else. Let's hook up the IV to him. He's losing fluids. Yeah, we're gonna need to get him a transfusion.
Nice.
Stab.
Transfusion.
Sir, do you know your blood type?
It's only a flesh wound.
You're losing a lot of blood, Mr.
Seven's really used to losing fluids.
And they hook up like an IV to you, and they're like trying to apply pressure to your gunshot wounds, and they're like wrapping like a tourniquet around it as well. Don't worry, we're almost here to the hospital. Just hold on, just hold through. And I think you did your
I'm good.
you did your credit roll already, I think, right? Last session for your health insurance.
Oh yeah, I got the primo shit. Damn, what's that shit called in trauma? What's trauma?
Oh yeah, Trauma Core or whatever.
Yeah.
Trauma package.
Yeah.
Oh, from Cyberpunk.
Yeah, they should be flying my doctor in from Alsace any minute now.
Trauma unit platinum.
All right, and they're gonna take you to the hospital.
As I'm riding to the hospital, I'm on my phone, and I've already.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you already what?
I've ditched my last phone, and I'm on my burner.
All right.
I've sent my videos to certain people that I know and trust in real life.
Oh, of like everything going on in the Foundation?
Yes, and with specific.
Oh, you're like Snowden right now.
What's that?
He has friends and family that are in contact with him. I find that hard to believe.
All right, I have people I pay to hang out with me, but they sound
Yo,
So
son.
Damn.
If they weren't gonna kill you before, they're gonna kill you now.
So you're like 100% Edward Snowdening the situation right now.
What specific instructions to release whatever is on the whatever's on the file if I don't return contact with them.
Okay. Alright, so they're going to take you to the emergency room, into the emergency ward. They're going to set you up, and they're going to start, like, I guess checking your vitals, making sure everything's fine. And they're going to start, like, giving you a transfusion once they've managed to, like, suture the wound that you have on your leg. Like, they're going to try and, like, I guess they probably still have the tourniquet on it. They're going to have to bring in, like, a surgeon to actually extract it.
Alright, do what you gotta do, Doc. But I'm keeping an eye on you.
Yes.
Can I get a female doctor?
No. It seems you, find your way around this place, quite frequently.
The hospital?
Well, it seems you're always where trouble is. No?
Oh wait, isn't the doctor from the morgue?
Yeah.
You work on dead people. I'm not dead yet.
I am also a surgeon. I work in emergency ward when needed. And it seems we've been getting more, requests as of late. Now, let me see your wound. And he's going to start, like, operating on you. And he's going to ask, so, what happened to you, friend?
Hello?
He's going to ask what happened to you.
Oh, okay. I got shot.
Yes, I see that. And who did you piss off, huh?
The guy was unhinged.
Was it your partner? He did not seem too fond of you.
Did you see it? I guess he did see it. Interaction between him and I. Look, Doc, you're not paid to interrogate me. You're paid to fix my leg. Now get to it.
I suppose. Very inquisitive. That is why I'm a valuable asset at the mortuary. But I suppose I'll leave you to it.
I don't inquisitive at the morgue. How does
You're the morgue grabber.
you don't. The dead don't answer questions. I don't know how you questioning them is gonna help.
Maybe I see why someone shoots you.
Maybe I see why you got a moonlight.
He's going to, like, open his mouth, and then he just, like, shakes his head, like, really quickly, and lets out, like, a slight sigh. And you feel like, like, he pulls it out in such a way that it's, like, even, like, a little bit more, like, painful. And he's like, huh. As he sees that you're, like, reacting to this, he's like, and you reject morphine. And he's just gonna keep, like, pulling at it, like, very slowly.
I'm gonna say, it's against my religion.
I see, a man of the cloth. Okay. And he's just gonna finish this up. Do another Constitution roll.
Jehovah's Witness?
Another Constitution.
Is he a Jehovah's Witness? Is that
Yeah, 'cause he's
so obnoxious.
He's doing this very painfully.
Nah, his religion is.
Hey,
money.
did you take a Hippocratic oath not to do harm?
He doesn't give a shit what he's dealing with you. I'm sure your officer took an oath too not to shoot you. Alright, you're good. And he's gonna finish up, patch up your wounds.
Oh, do I get a doctor roll? Do I get some heals? What's going on here?
You know what? Give me, or I guess he would do a doctor roll. I guess that would be fine.
Yeah, I should heal.
Does he find a tracker on him?
That's like 1 health, right? That you get?
No, I think they had roll like a D4 or something.
Yeah, I think it's roll a d4.
Alright, roll a
I'm
d4
pretty sure
then.
they rolled to heal.
Yeah, roll a d4 then. And then you can't heal for a week again, right?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
Yeah, roll a d4 and you can't heal for a week, right? But I guess that doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
join
gonna
the...
be dead by the end of the day anyway.
Someone did
Jordan's
die.
dead. Jordan's dead.
Wait, who died? Who died?
Jordan died in a blaze
Super
of
dead.
glory.
Super dead.
Did he just have time to shoot out with the Foundation?
No, with the cops.
Basically.
The Foundation and the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like Big T.
Alright, so you heal up to 2 health, and a couple of minutes later...
I want to tell him something.
Okay.
Alright. I need to be transferred to a room with security cameras, but preferably security cameras that cannot be easily seen.
Oh, yes. Not only am I a doctor and work at morgue, I am also IT guy.
Well, hey, look, you're the curious one. Don't you want to see something interesting?
Alright, I'll persuade him then.
I ain't got no persuasion. Just, if he's interested, do it. You son of a bitch.
Look.
Yeah, sure, I'll let you use luck, fast talk, or persuade, because I think you're good at fast talk.
I'm great at fast.
Hey.
I'll see what we can get you. And he is going to leave the room for a second, come back with a wheelchair, and he's going to motion you over to sit in it.
Alright, I'll sit in it. But I'm perfectly capable of walking on my own.
Ah, okay. And as you're getting ready to like sit in it, he's going to pull the chair away.
You son of a bitch. What happened to that goddamn Hippocratic oath?
Come with me then.
This day just keeps getting worse.
And I guess you're gonna limp behind him into this. It's like before you were in the emergency ward, so there was like a bunch of other beds only separated by cloths. But it seems like he took you into like a separate like inpatient room, and it's got like a nice bed, sink, TV, window, all of that. And he sets you down in it. Seems like it's an empty room. And then he's gonna point up in the corner of the wall, and you're gonna see like a little security camera. And he's going to say,
Somebody's gonna come for me.
"Yes, you getting visitors.
Yeah.
Who would want your company, huh?"
I'm a very important guy, don't you know?
I suppose. Important enough for a bullet, at the very least.
Yeah, you can only wish you were so important.
He's gonna like just laugh a little bit. Well, someone's going to come through, yes? And
Sorry, I didn't get that last bit. Sorry, my thing cut out.
oh, he's gonna be like, someone's going to come through, yes? And
Yep.
what significance does that hold? You want me to watch this?
Hey, if you want to see something interesting, you're the curious one, right?
He's gonna rub his like goatee, and he's gonna nod. Oh, by the way, I was never here, and if anyone, I guess, finds you at this hospital, you broke in here. But you should be fine.
Okay. Well, assalamu alaikum, Yakov Smirnov.
Yes,
What the fuck?
adios, shakalaka.
You racist son of a bitch.
Alright, so...
I'm twiddling on my phone. I'm just waiting for him to come.
Okay, so... Agent, Vinnigan and Mox Folder, you're going to walk into the hospital to visit, I guess, what's his name? And it seems that as you're, like, walking around, Vinnigan doesn't really seem to, like, even care. She says, oh, I'm gonna visit somebody. And she just throws out, like, some random room number and some, like, random patient name. and she seems to know where she's going. She's like looking at her like cellular device, and then she just seems to know where she's going. And she stops in front of like a door. Seems to be closed, and she's going to be like, "Well, I'm going to go in and ask some questions of your researcher."
What was that?
All right, you might want to mentally prepare yourself.
Oh, I am very aware of his antisocial characteristics.
Considering how things went down with our commanding officer, I might want to hold on to your gun.
That's great.
Very funny, Folder. You'll find that us retrieval agents are kind of a different cloth than your officer. But I appreciate the concern.
All right, well, good luck.
And she's going to nod to you, and she's going to walk in. And you see this woman walk into your room, 7. And she's going to say, Agent Costanza, or Researcher Costanza, rather.
Yeah, what's up, Toots?
Well, I'm here on behalf of the Foundation. And I believe there was a breakdown within your mobile task force.
Yeah, I'd like to file a complaint with HR. I was shot by my commanding officer, and I'd like to press charges.
Yes, we'll get to that. But first, we have to determine the matter of the SCP. You know, more important things. And she's gonna pull up a chair and sit like next to your bed. I see you're not in any, I guess, workable condition. And she's like looking at your leg. Care to tell me?
My thing cuts out intermittently. All right, go ahead.
Oh, she's just gonna comment on your shot leg. And she's gonna just ask you, could you tell me about the nature of this SCP?
All right, before I do this, I'm gonna need some assurances. I was already shot by one of your agents already. I need some promises from you that you're gonna uphold.
Okay, sure, I'm all ears. And she's gonna like lean back in the chair.
If I divulge useful information that could be used to catch and contain the SCP, I want assurances that I will be left alive.
Certainly. She said certainly.
Okay. I'm gonna take your word for this. I don't know if I can really trust you. All right, what do you want to know?
Everything, as much as possible, please. It seems your containment specialists believe that they would have been able to contain this entity, but it seems that the details on it, I suppose, methods, its characteristics seem a bit fuzzy, so I was hoping you could set that right.
Oh, of course. I mean, my colleagues are a bunch of nincompoops that like to shoot their research officers, so it stands to reason that they wouldn't know a single thing about the SCP.
Right.
All right. If you wish to know about the SCP, I can first tell you that I believe it originated with a... What's that kid's name again?
Oh, Joseph Sach Martinez.
Joseph Sach Martinez. It's my belief that he went on vacation some time ago. And what was it, Brian? To some ruins or something like that in Central America, something like that?
Yeah, just past the border leading to Central America.
Yes, I believe he ran into the entity there, contracted it, and has been using it around town, I think to his own means. I believe he doesn't like the reconstruction going on in the city, and has been using the SCP to hinder progress. Is what I believe to be happening.
Very well. And your agent said that there were multiple people that were compromised or affected by this SCP outside of this Martinez character.
Yes, of course. I believe Agent Little D, right?
Yeah, Little D. Well, that's what you guys call
Alright.
him, but he's got like a number designation.
Yeah. I believe he was infected. As much as I would like to say that Agent Fernando was infected, I do not believe he succumbed to it. I have a lab test that I ran. I believe we might be able to, or we will be able to find some traces of the SCP in the subject's blood. But the most surefire way to tell whether or not they are infected would be to hand them a pen and paper and watch them go to work, so to say.
I see. Would you be interested in doing a quick test for me then? And she's gonna pull out like a pad and paper and hand it to you.
Okay. I'm gonna hide it from her a little bit, and I'm gonna draw a picture of her, but with huge boobs.
And I guess when you hand it back, she's gonna look at it, look up and down, look at you, look at the painting, look at you, and then she's just gonna put it away with no comment.
Very sweatsy.
Now, I believe you probably heard about all the paintings going up around the.
Yes, it seems the SCP is all over the city. We're
Yes.
wondering if this is a class Keter
now,
situation.
I believe the subjects who are infected are unable. And I believe that the Soch, whatever the guy's name, the kid's name is again, I forget what the fuck.
Joseph Martinez.
Joseph Martinez is purposefully painting this picture all around town or the city.
I see. And I guess it seems that this SCP is, I guess, almost run amok in a certain sense. Containment seems like it may be difficult.
Actually, I think it's quite simple.
Oh?
Yes, first we locate and find all instances of drawings of this SCP, and we take them into custody. It'll be a long and arduous process, seeing as how they're on the sides of buildings, but I do not suggest we demo any of these buildings because we risk possibly infecting other people with the air particulates that might escape through the air. But it is my belief that we can, although long and difficult, much easier to how should I say, hide than say, I'm gonna put air quotes, redacting the entire city.
Well, considering explosives would spread particulates, have you attempted interacting, have you tried applying thermite to the solution? Or to the entity, rather?
Well, without a proper testing materials, I wasn't able to do such a experiment. But you know, that thought had crossed my mind. I thought of it first before you, just so you know.
Well, given its properties that you've studied, which I'm sure you've studied them in depth, do you believe that thermite would be an adequate solution?
That might be an adequate solution. I would not hesitate to guess. I'd say we should experiment, if anything, with the subject, or not the subject, but the material that I have in my lab. We can test thermite on it and see if any of the particulates escape and possibly infect anyone.
I'd say you could do a research roll, just based off of your knowledge, to see if it actually would work.
Sure.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. And fuel units.
Knowledge is power.
Sorry. Got all these new bookshelves.
Using
Ooh.
it.
Okay. What you determined is that Thermite would actually be like an adequate solution to actually like deteriorate the SCP.
Okay, yeah. So rather than taking up an entire wall or of a building, I guess thermite would be a fine solution.
Very well. Getting our hands on an industrial grade level Thermite on such a mass scale wouldn't be a problem for the Foundation. Now, onto the matter of locating all these SCPs. I want you to roll, I guess, intelligence, Sean? To see if you could piece something together.
Why do I gotta use all this Glock? Four.
Well, from what you know, you've at least located the SCP in this area for like the most part. Tracking it down and how many people it's affected may be difficult, but it may not have spread very far. The only issue that you may possibly have, as far as SCP goes, is locating its origin where Martinez first came in contact with it. That's one piece of the puzzle that you guys are missing.
I mean, we should be able to get this information very easily from him, from what's his name himself. I'm sure with the aid that the agency has their ways. Or who else traveled with them on that? I know that he traveled with somebody else as well, right?
Yeah, the professor.
Professor would know.
All right. Okay, very well. So, are you going to share this information with her, or no?
The professor would know.
About the professor, and that you don't know where the source is, but the professor might be able to determine that.
I know for sure that the professor would know the ruins that our subject had become infected, but it's probably better to get it from the source himself and ask Martinez, or, you know, I'm going to put up air quotes again, ask Martinez where he got infected.
Not exactly sure what you're implying, Agent 7, but I'm sure we could find a way to get our hands on this Martinez character, and have another task force pick up where your team left off. Is there anything else you wish to share, 7?
I love the agency, but I hate the agents.
Love the sin, hate the sin.
Very well. Consider that this conversation never happened, 7.
What conversation?
Very good. And she's going to nod. She's going to get up. And she is going to... I guess she's going to, like, walk out. Then she's going to look back at you for a second. And let's see here. Roll luck, 7.
No! You just looked at my sheet and you're all like, yeah.
Someone's gonna get liquidated.
Somebody's not getting shot today.
You think she's gonna poison your IV or something?
Looking back, I'm blowing her a kiss.
She's going to shake her head, put her, like, palms to her face or to her forehead, and she's going to be like, you've proven very useful to the Foundation, Agent 7. The matter of your, how do I say, relocation, we may have to reconsider it.
Oh, so am I moving to Florida?
That's worse.
We'll see. Perhaps the mobile task force situation was an unfortunate incident, to say the least.
You're telling me, and I'm gonna shore my leg.
Yeah, you're not exactly field material, but I'm sure the Foundation has a place for you.
Oh yeah, definitely not the redacted.
I don't know what the Redacted is. And she's just gonna walk out. Nice luck, roll shot.
Yeah, baby.
It's to show that assholes always win.
Mhm.
Always win.
Wow.
I'm gonna.
Just like
I'm
Evie
gonna-
got the ship.
Is Mox still here?
Yeah.
He's still outside.
Can I grab him on the shoulder and can we walk off into the sunset together?
Yeah, there was kind of gonna be like a meme going on if you and George got like knocked out, but George just ended up dying. Alright, so Retrieval Agent Vinnigan is going to take, I guess she's gonna say, she's gonna ask Mox if we should bring Seven along for a further discussion.
He is very capable. It's just being able to communicate with him is the problem.
I just want to make sure I'm solidified, right? I'm good. There's no changing this deal now, right? We're all everything. No matter what anybody else might have to say about me, we're good.
If you shoot your mouth off at the wrong person a little later, it might fuck you over.
She's going to say, we're going to have to address the situation between you and your commanding officer.
Oh yeah, I want to sue the shit out of him.
Well, if you are to continue working in the Foundation, we're going to have to find a agreeable solution for all parties involved. Is there a location that your team, I suppose, congregates at to discuss things? A familiar, comfortable location. The what?
A Waffle House.
The shame in his voice.
Very well. The psych agents say that, alright, I wouldn't have chosen this, but, well, gotta listen to the psych manual. Very well. Let's head to the Waffle House and, see if Fernando's in a more, living state. Lively, rather.
What happened to
Does he have his-
Victoria?
Does he have his gun?
What? No, they would have taken, like, I guess they would have taken the gun from at least him.
I'm just asking her. Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't have his gun, because they're not sure if he's compromised yet.
Yeah. I mean, I figured he wouldn't have his gun. I'm just fucking around.
Uh-huh. And she's going to, I guess, like, get into the vehicle. And I guess you're still knocked out, so we'll go to Rick. And you guys are going to sit in the back of the vehicle. And she's going to motion for Rick to sit in front of her. And you guys are going to have a discussion on your way to the Waffle House. Are you there, Tom?
Yeah. What the hell is he doing here?
Who are you talking about?
7.
I'm gonna sit in the chair with my legs crossed. And
Can you though?
in my gown, the good leg on top of the back leg.
Balls hanging out.
And then I'm gonna if you look, you can have like a little peek at my meat if you wanted to look in there.
You're a
Smaller than
little,
average.
yeah, you're a little pig in a blanket.
It is a pig in a blanket, all right. Look, you guys with your circumcisions, terrible.
You look like you're those kids.
Bodily
Genital
mutilation.
mutilation.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he's one of those guys. Just all over Reddit talking about how bad it is. Circumcision is the worst thing in the world.
It is.
So
I'm gonna wave at Rick.
So did Rick get picked up with Agent Folder?
yeah, I would assume you've been with Folder the whole time. So I guess we'll do your sections so we can do it sooner. In the back of the vehicle.
The other problem. Because the other problem here, Brian, I don't know if this is something you kept in mind, but like I haven't had time to deal with that thing that she installed in my phone because of all this. So like these people could be tracking me.
I suppose if you want to like uninstall it, you could roll like a security roll.
I feel like I would have been too preoccupied with this. I feel like I wouldn't have had time to do it.
All right. Wow. Okay. So you're in the. So all this shit's been. Wow. Okay. That's interesting.
Like,
That's his fuck.
yeah.
All right, that's his.
So they, like, this Waffle House situation might be more of a clusterfuck than we think it is.
Why not
Wow.
make
I
it
don't
to
think
the
I would have had time to. I think I would have like put that on the back. I would have forgotten about that with all this shit happening.
All right. So in the back of the vehicle, it's Fernando, the other retrieval agent, and we've got Seven and Mox. And it seems Fernando's like tied up and almost kept like separately from you guys, almost in like a separate like area of the vehicle. Almost as if he's like being, I guess, like treated as if he's like may or may not have been compromised. And it seems like most people are trying to like stay away from him and not like have any contact with him. So you're in the front with Agent Finnegan, Rick, and she's just going to ask you, so, our field agent, what seems to be the situation in the town? I believe you're familiar with Redacted City.
She's talking to me.
Yeah.
So we got this whole cult situation, this owl thing. Kid's been putting up murals, trying some kind of social movement.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know how many of these kids are involved in this. I think there's a lot more of them than we think there are. We didn't have time to properly investigate before all this shit went down.
I'm yawning.
Yes, I would have been afraid of that. And as she hears you're yawning, she's going to look back between like the little window between you guys, and she's going to close it, and you're not going to hear anything coming through from their side anymore. And she's going to ask you, Agent Rick, seeing as you're from Redacted City, do you have any close ties here?
So I got a lot of contacts here, but this is going to be a really big cookie to cut here. All right, I don't know how many of these kids are compromised like D was, but there's probably plenty more that might not, be physically compromised, but might be, emotionally compromised, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I believe I get where you're coming from, and that's a bit of what we're afraid of. Not only the physical compromisations or the supernatural compromisations, the emotional ones as well.
We don't have a lot of time here because that art gallery thing's happening right now, and the mayor's there. If the mayor gets compromised, we might not be able to put a lid on this thing.
That may not be important considering the progress or lack thereof your team has made. Now,
well,
the reason
it's real important. Before this jackass fucked everything up, that's where we were going. We had to stop this from happening. Now I don't even know.
Is the glass like see-through though? At least.
No, it's like a little window with like a sliding thing.
Okay. All right. Whatever. I was making.
And
Times of the essence. We got to get some agents down to that art gallery right now.
I don't believe there will be any more agents in this town, Rick.
So I'm not letting my city get turned into some kind of fucking hotbed for some kind of fucking weird fungus owl thing. I don't even know what it is.
Your city, Agent Rick. So you do have strong emotional bonds to this city, yes?
Yeah, obviously. My family lives here. What do you mean?
She's just gonna be like, huh.
So why are you just being flippant about this? These are people. This whole thing. This owl's gonna be everywhere. And I mean, it might not just be here. It might spread out of the city if we don't do something about it.
Yes, and therein lies the problem, Agent Rick. It seems that this may have spread, or we're not sure the full extent of how this thing spread. We just want to get to the bottom of the issues in your team, any potential compromised agents, and we'll continue from there. How do you feel about relocation, Rick?
Listen, like I said in the report, the only agent that's been compromised is D. I mean, by the entity. I mean, we could talk about fucking Costanza's compromised state. That's a whole nother can of worms, isn't it?
Yes,
What do you mean relocation? Relocation where? Listen, this is my city. Redacted City is where I grew up.
Yes, we're aware of that, and it was on Rick's good graces that you're a part of the Foundation now. And we were hoping that your attachments to the city... Oh, sorry, not Rick, Fernando's recommendation that you're here. And, well, we're hoping that Fernando is still an asset to the Foundation. Because that may determine your...
Fernando's not the problem here. Alright, Fernando's by the book.
Well, we'll see about that, and if he's not...
You can't just do him like this.
Well, no one's getting done.
For you guys?
No one's getting done so far, Agent Rick.
So the only one that should be done is fucking Costanza. He should be in a fucking prison cell. That's what he fucking pulled.
Well, he will be going under review, you'll be happy to know.
And listen, he's not even what's important right now. What's important is getting a lid on this situation. I can't believe you people are so flippant about this.
Well, unfortunately, your team has failed on many levels.
Sure, our team's failed, but that doesn't mean send another team in.
Well, we're here to retrieve any assets important to the Foundation, and we've found at least 3.
3 what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I miscounted. We found at least 2 assets here that are important to the Foundation. There are 2 more, but we need to determine their worth.
Listen, isn't this the Foundation all about containment? Not really doing a good job containing. This thing's about to be uncontainable.
That's not what I would worry about. In your situation...
What's gonna happen?
Just,
Listen, this isn't what I think it. I hope you're not saying what I think you're saying. I've heard weird rumors.
Oh?
About what the Foundation's done before.
Like what, Agent Rick? And who informed you of these rumors?
No.
It wasn't Agent Fernando, was it?
No, it wasn't Fernando, alright? Listen, you have my file. You know what I've seen, alright? Those guys... all the blood, all the organs flying everywhere. Some of those guys said some things when they knew the jig was up.
Unfortunate, isn't it?
Talking about glassing the area and tying up loose ends. Exactly your definition of securing a situation if it can't be contained.
Well, there are other methods of containment. Some that we prefer not to do, which is why we have these mobile task force. And Agent Rick, it sounds as if your goals aren't in alignment with the Foundation.
Listen, Redacted City is a city of Redacted. You can't just fucking disappear an entire city like that. If that's what you're thinking.
Okay, she's going to just, look at you, and I want you to do... I guess... What would it be? I guess do an appearance roll.
Alright, you're gonna have to do it for me because I'm at my computer.
Oh, okay. It's 71 to 70. You could use 2 luck and pass this roll.
Oh yeah, I will, yes.
Okay.
At this point, yes. If not now, then never.
Alright, for a second, it seems that she reaches for something, then she looks at you, she reaches down, to her side, she looks at you, and instead she, unbuckles her seatbelt, And she's like, well, seems we're here. And she's going to get out of the vehicle, and I guess we'll go to Fernando next. What's up?
Can I text my wife to get the kids and get out of here? I'm really afraid that they've already gone nuclear, possibly literally.
Are we all going into the Waffle House?
Yeah, she's going to tell you to go into the Waffle House, and she says me and my other retrieval agent will, or I'm going to retrieve Fernando and meet you guys inside, while my retrieval agent partner will escort you into the Waffle House.
So anyway, Mox, what I was telling you was, if I do go back to the agency, I want a more managerial position. I like to boss people around.
I can tell.
Feels so bad for Mox. Mox is literally aside from his little quirk, the best agent around.
No, I'm all for him being in charge. I believe that this organization is a waste of money and government resources or tax-paying money. So I want this organization to be destroyed. So I am all for Seven.
It's like a Ron Swanson situation
100%.
here.
Exactly.
100%. You know what, Mox? That's why I like you, man. You're a good yes man.
Costanza's so incompetent and terrible that he'll be the best path for ruination of the organization.
Yep. I support you 100%. Just let me know what I can do to get you upgraded or a promotion.
All right. Well, I need you to sit on my side of the fence at the deposition for when I bring for Fernando to court.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Alright. So as you guys make your way into the Waffle House with, we have a retrieval agent, Finnegan's going to sit in the back with Fernando by herself. Fernando, give me a Constitution roll. Alright, you...
I was awake the whole time.
And with that extreme success, as you wake up, you see that she has like a needle in her hands, and she looks at you and she's like, oh, I guess I don't need this. Agent for Officer Fernando.
Shit, Finnegan?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me. It's that bad, right?
Seems your team has ran away from you.
Yeah. Well, please tell me it's being handled, at least.
Well, unfortunately, Agent T has been disposed of. Seems he's gone rogue.
I was gonna ask, did we do it, or... Well, not surprised.
Yes, he did manage to kill 3 officers in the crossfire, and almost an agent, or almost a retrieval agent.
Christ.
He's quite good at combat, but fortunately his mind wasn't all there.
Right. He would have made a better tactical agent, I guess. Or at least enforcement. Why the fuck was he in containment?
I don't know, we're going to have to take a look at our hiring practices. And in that regard, Fernando, from your perspective, what the hell went wrong here?
A lot of things. Since I know what you are, Finnegan, and I know how this goes down, I'm just gonna lay it all out there. I'm not gonna resist. Yeah, I know how this goes.
Well, you're not even going to. You're not even going to explain yourself, I see. I guess you are aware this is your third strike.
Yeah, no, I know, but in the help of the organization, I'm gonna tell everything that happened. So we were on our way to contain. Wait, he doesn't know that. The last I
You
checked,
got memory wiped.
Yeah, you don't remember last
You don't remember anything.
Last I checked. Well, no, I know that she's here, so I know we fucked up.
Oh, and did anyone tell her that she
got memory wiped?
So did anyone tell her that he got his memory? That he got his memory?
I feel like Rick would. I feel like Rick would have told her.
Yeah, maybe Rick and
I
Mike.
would've told
They were
her.
in the
He's
back
trying
of
to
the car.
save
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as I recall, I mean, you've gotten my reports up until today, but I was at the mortuary with Costanza. We had some information. We got some information pertaining to the possibility of how the SCP functioned and how it continued its murders. We had sent Mulder, Big T, and Purgatorio to scope out and possibly find more evidence on the suspected contaminated agent or contaminated civilian. And I think I sent a report that D1294 was compromised and should be taken after the mission completed, but I don't know where we are now.
Yes, that makes sense. Agent T wiped your memory of the last, I suppose, 6 hours since you've been unconscious.
What? Why? What happened? Was I compromised? I don't think I was.
According to reports from your teammates, you weren't. It's a possibility that T was, but he's been disposed of, and,
I
well...
have to say this. I don't know too much, but I would keep an eye out on Costanza. His affront to authority figures and protocol is honestly dangerous. And the amount of knowledge he understands about the organization could be a major breach in security, information, and all of that. But he is. Fuck me. Make sure he never hears this and you redact this statement. Brilliant. I just never want to see him in power. That is the quintessential example of absolute power corrupting absolutely.
Yes, the thought of, I guess, removing him from the organization did cross my mind, but I saw his intellect was of great value. Roll persuade, though. Roll a hard persuade.
Sure.
Wow.
I hate 7, but I know 7 is useful.
And he rolled a 7. Well done.
Oh, damn. So, the story is that you shot him in the leg.
Why?
That's the problem, Fernando. Believe you lost your cool out in the fields. Couldn't handle his antisocial characteristics.
It's fine. The only reason I would have tried to redact an agent on the field was if they were compromising their mission or the safety of the other agents. Why would I? I mean, he's definitely a dick, and he has been, as you've seen in my reports, like near like, what's the word I want to use? Uncooperative to the point of insanity. But for me to, I can only say that if I was to do something of that level, it was because I deemed it that he was a threat to the rest of my team and the mission as a whole. And considering you're here, I can only surmise that whatever actions happened in the interim caused me to do that, in which case failed the entirety of the mission. So maybe I was right to do so, but I don't know what else conspired. I can only surmise. That's about it.
Alright, she's gonna lean back, like nodding her head. She's gonna put her hands, like, on her face, just, like, analyzing you for, like, a second. And it seems like she's been persuaded by your speech, to quite an extreme degree. And she's just going to ask, simply, what do you think we should do with him?
Honestly, take him off the field, one, and I keep an eye out on him. If you can, I would dive deeper into his contacts outside of the organization. I feel like he's a flight risk, honestly. Do you know how much he spends? He doesn't understand the concept of teamwork or selflessness. Selfishness is more along the lines of his core personality than anything. I mean, you could see that reflected upon my reports, but yeah. Aside from whatever, if I knew what caused me to act and pursue my full power of my station, I can give you a better assessment, but I don't remember.
And you see her just like nodding and analyzing everything that you've said, especially regarding Costanza. And she's just gonna like suck her teeth like, fuck. I think I saw something in that room. She's gonna stand up. I guess we're gonna have to have a group discussion to settle this once and for all.
Wait. Are we at the Waffle House?
Yes.
Oh shit. Time out. I tell her there is something related to the SCP painted on that wall. We need to evac this area. It is not safe. We've garnered that much information at least. And I tell her about the painting of the owl outside the fucking Waffle House.
She's going to nod and be like, yes, from all of the information that your agents have shared with me, we should be safe, considering there's at least 6 of us to keep watch, and many civilians outside. So, please, come with me.
Can you at least uncuff me? I don't need my gun or anything.
Oh, of course. And she's going to remove your restraints and walk you into the Waffle House with everybody else.
Before we walk in, I tell her, if this turns out the way I protocol demands, send my bike to my brother.
We'll see how this turns out. Perhaps you did have good reason for what you did. And we're going to go into the Waffle House. And I guess everyone's going to be seated, enjoying a little bit of some waffles. Let me find that picture.
Is that my last meal? Fucking waffles?
Probably. It's not half
Chicken
ground.
too, if you want.
Getting grapes.
Poor dead tea. Okay.
Guy doing what he loves, being an idiot.
So it looks like for the most part, the agents actually cleared out the Waffle House. It's just the 6 of you. And Agent Finnegan is going to take a seat at the table. And she's going to say, well, we're going to do a fun little exercise here. We're going to see if this, our relationships here can be saved. Now, as the psych manual demands, Agent 7, Agent Fernando, could you please apologize to each other?
What am I apologizing for first?
That's how I got shot the first time.
Okay, if I did something wrong, 7, tell me what I did wrong.
I'm gonna show him my leg with my dick hanging out a little bit.
Oh, okay. Was that... Considering I don't know what went down, and you cannot be rightly blamed for some things I don't understand anymore, I apologize for shooting you in the leg.
Hey, whoa, you don't need to apologize.
Wait, what happened then? Rick, do you remember?
Oh, I remember.
Could you tell
Holder can back
me?
me up here. He was being insubordinate. We had a lead, and he wasn't sharing any of the data he had
Wait, excuse me?
because he was angry about his car.
Folder, can you please corroborate? Did this happen?
Yep.
Huh. Hiding
So
information,
you're saying-
Costanza?
I was not hiding information.
He wanted an
Where?
apology, and Agent Fernando was not willing to comply or oblige.
His car got attacked by some sort of. Or I guess we didn't know.
You don't know that.
This idiot crashed his car and he blamed Fernando for it for some reason.
Wait. Double back. You risk insubordination because your car got messed up?
Whoa, you're acting like really presumptuous right now when somebody who doesn't know what happened.
They're telling me what's happened.
Oh,
Folder.
nobody's asking me what happened.
Let's hear your side of the story then, Seven.
I have no
Yes,
side
I
of it.
believe as Fernando worded it, he asked if I had any information that might endanger the lives of any of the agents, and I said, no, I did not have information that would endanger the lives of the agents. And then he shot me.
Is that true? It's asking like a Rick and Mox.
He was doing research on the samples and wouldn't tell us what he found out.
Nope, that's not what that was asked. Please, don't lie.
I mean, if
Is
you
that what happened?
mince words, he didn't have information that would not endanger us. The information he had would endanger us.
Huh.
Interesting. That was a very non-committal but committed answer.
So really, you were just looking for specificity, Agent Seven.
Hey, he asked if I had information that would, if I didn't divulge, would endanger the lives of our agents, and I did not have such information.
He was having a hissy fit because he wrecked his car. By the way, which he went to get back from the impound after he improperly parked in the middle of the mission
Whoa.
against direct orders.
I improperly parked it against direct orders.
No, you went to
No.
get it. We had other things to do. You just ran off to get your car.
Why was your car impounded?
I think you remember why my car was impounded.
Nope, that happened
This happened
after.
No. You divulged information about going to the coroner's office. That means that.
Oh,
Yeah, that means
whole
yeah.
the
So that
thing-
means you would know what happened
He parked in
beforehand.
the middle of the press conference.
The press
He-
conference is when I asked the dudes to
Yeah,
pull
he-
your car. The
did it
mortuary
after-
happened
My
before
car-
that.
No, my car was
Yeah.
towed.
Sean, I
the press
can
conference.
bet. I literally will bet you freaking.
Yeah, he's right. He doesn't remember.
Tesla stock on that bullshit. It was after the mortuary where that whole towing thing happened, because it happened during a conversation between Logan Paul, the sheriff. After
Oh, so how do we know what happened 8 hours before? When did the 8 hours start?
It started
Is
at
this
the
like
mortuary.
This is like the same day, isn't it? This is the same day as the mortuary. How is that 8 hours before that?
Yeah, it is
It
the
was-
same day. It's
You
like
couldn't
the
even
evening.
remember. You couldn't even remember the fucking anything that happened like today.
We agreed that the 8 hours from the point of this
It's the
situation
evening.
was
We're talking
Yeah.
about it right now.
mortuary.
It's like I would say
8
it's
PM,
actually
you
it's like
remember what
9.
happened at
Yeah,
noon.
it's like
Yeah,
9
so
at
you
this point.
remember- Yeah, so you'd remember up till like noon is what of
Yeah.
the day. Remember?
Yeah, everything before like noonish. So the press conference was at like noon. So he
Okay,
forgot.
so what are you asking me? What are you asking me right now?
What were we talking about? We're talking about. Oh, she's gonna
Redacted.
ask. Did you send in a report about your accident to the Foundation?
My accident?
Yeah.
There was no accident.
Your
You
car
came back to us
accident.
with your, complaining about your car getting wrecked. Yeah, you told us that
I
your
didn't-
car got wrecked.
Oh, I didn't have any time to report a car accident. And why would I report that to the agent? That's a personal vehicle. Why would I report that to the agency?
I mean, if it had anything to do with the mission or the SCP we were hunting down, yeah, you would have to. because that would be willful endangerment of the mission, the agents. And
How would you know it's of the mission?
Well, if there's any damage
You
to,
say that in character?
yeah, if there's any damage to SCP property, that's something that should be reported.
That's my car. My car.
No, SCP property. And she's looking at you.
What's that? What SCP's property was damaged?
you.
He's calling you the person
What happened?
property.
You guys cut out. What happened?
You.
Your
She's
SCP
saying
property.
you are.
I'm SCP property. Oh, so I'm making a report right now. I was shot by other SCP property.
Yes, and we've received word of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I admitted to it.
So whenever anybody gets punched or hurt, we're supposed to report that. I said I reported when you punched me earlier,
Yes, I
or
reported.
attempted to.
I mean, the other day, I
I don't
did.
think I was ever notified that if you ever got hurt on the job that we had to report it.
The operations officer has to do the reporting. That's why I write reports every day. What the fuck do you think?
So
I'm
why
doing
didn't you
before I go to
report that
sleep?
I got hurt in a car accident?
Because I
Because it
don't
was
remember.
insane.
what
Yeah, knocked
happened.
out.
That's not, all right, so it's not my fault, right? It's
You
not
came
my
back from the car accident, and then all this shit went down like as you came back.
Well, hey, it's not my fault then. You didn't ask me about details about the car accident.
I asked you if you had pertinent information.
You
for the
don't know that
mission.
you didn't ask me anything. You don't remember.
Yeah, he doesn't remember that.
I don't
He
remember
doesn't
that.
remember.
Yeah. Well, I can't say anything because I don't remember because someone shot me with the.
Somebody shot me too.
Yeah, you have no idea that Big T is dead, right?
I do now. And they told
Yeah,
me.
he.
You should put him in the car.
I mean, honestly, you
The
can't take my word.
information, the
You
information
cannot
that I,
take my word for this because it is honestly unreliable because I do not remember the scenario of the last 8 hours. And
the
if you
information
want
the
an
information I
apology,
wanted to tell him was that I believe the kid had gotten the SCP on his vacation.
so you're not gonna tell. So you're withholding the information. This is out of game. You're withholding the information that a fucking tentacle attacked you in the car.
Did anybody ask me if I got attacked by a tentacle in the car?
Well, to be
Yeah,
fair,
you
you
did.
lied
You did.
and said that you crashed your car into a pole. So,
Yeah.
and we have
That
no,
would be
none
a
of us have any idea about the tentacle. We
Yeah, you
just
guys don't
we took your word for it and assumed you did crash your car into a pole because that would line up with our opinions of you.
You know what? 7. I
Well, hey,
apologize.
let me ask you something, Mox. Do you think that it was warranted that I got shot in the car?
Absolutely not.
Well, then, since I don't know the actual reasoning, I
No, I'm not-
apologize for shooting you. I know, but I'm interjecting with, since I don't know the reasoning, I apologize for shooting you. Whether it was called for or not, at this point, because I don't know, I am sorry. Genuinely.
Well, I want to apologize that you're an incompetent. She didn't see what I had to apologize for.
She pulls out her gun.
Fernando just looks at her and then just says, "Well, there it is."
Agent Rick, do you believe the shooting was justified?
I think we were in a situation where we needed that information, and he was being uncooperative.
What? How did you know you needed information?
Because you did research and you didn't tell us anything.
But you don't know what the information it was.
Listen, I think a commanding officer, when he makes a threat, has to carry it out. And that threat
You
was
didn't-
necessary to try to get information from
With
him.
me?
Yeah,
Well,
I
he
did.
said, yeah, he did. He said I was going to shoot. I'll shoot you if you don't
No,
say
no,
something.
that was
And you
without
were like-
warning. That was without warning.
No, I
No,
said
he was
I
like,
will-
I'm going to shoot you if you don't say cooperate. And then you were like,
remember
fuck
that
you. And then he shot
You
you.
remember that much?
I remember the exact words, and we could just bring it up on tape.
Bring it up. I want to hear it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure that you didn't warn me before you shot.
He definitely did.
To be
You
fair,
didn't
I had my
believe-
eyes
you didn't
closed.
believe
I was
the
taking a
threat.
nap.
No, he didn't warn him. I think he just shot him.
No, I
Because he
think
tried to
said I
go
was
for
gonna-
his neck, and then he shot him.
Oh. but then like he shot in self-defense, right?
What's that?
He
Sorry.
initiated the attack.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, wait, then I'll say that. Yeah, I'm like he shot in self-defense.
No, he didn't shoot in self-defense.
You hit me,
So-
and then you shot me.
Yeah, Rick. I mean, Fernando tried to choke him and then shoot him. So do you still think it was justified or no? You can change your
I
stance.
think
He escalated the violence.
Yeah, he escalated.
Look, I don't. Okay, I'll say I personally didn't agree with the level of escalation, but I mean, high pressure situation, and Costanza was going against the mission.
What high pressure situation? We were driving in the car calmly. How is that a high pressure situation?
We were driving to the gallery to try to stop the mayor from getting infected.
Here?
Yeah, at the art gallery.
Yeah, we're headed to the art gallery.
Yeah,
we were going there to
he's
stop
trying to
people
infect the
from getting.
mayor with.
No, he wasn't
Yeah.
trying to infect the mayor.
The mayor's
Yeah,
there.
the mayor's gonna be.
She's gonna
The
die.
mayor's at the.
Yeah,
She's at the art
not
gallery,
not necessarily get infected.
no, she's gonna get. That's how they get them. They put them in a dark room, and then the thing infects them.
Well, listen here, gentlemen. I have some fantastic news, actually. Agent Rick, considering that you have strong ties to this place, and you don't want to be reassigned to a different district, we've determined that you should remain here and continue your work. And Agent Fernando, or sorry, Officer Fernando, we're going to send more assets to assist you on containment of this SCP. So we would ask that you remain here. Agent Folder, Agent Costanza, you'll be coming back with me to headquarters.
Yep. All right.
Is this like is this a lie to some of us?
I must say...
character, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, we're staying here because they're gonna destroy the city. Got it. Yeah.
Basically,
I feel good about this.
They're gonna nuke the city and they're gonna leave us here to get killed with everyone else.
I don't think they're gonna do this. But I feel good about this anyway. I don't give a shit. I
Whatever.
roll that 2. I'm alive. I know I'm alive.
That too is life and death right there.
All right, great. Listen, when are these agents coming? We don't have a lot of time here.
I look at her and just nod. Remember what I said outside.
And it seems she doesn't want to make eye contact with you. And she just, like, looking down, she's like,
Let's
I
go.
remember.
Right, well,
We gotta get to the art gallery.
yeah, let's get to the art gallery. All right, I'll take Rick. See you guys at the agency.
See you never.
Good luck. Just keep in mind, it's been about 2 hours since the gallery opened.
Yep, not a problem. Come on, Rick. And before I leave, I tell her, keep your eyes out on Costanza. And I lead Rick outside of the Waffle House.
She's gonna pause for a second, be like, I want you to do... I guess do a hard power roll. Since that's like the closest thing to like charisma. Cause it's like your like it's like your will almost. It's next to luck.
Nah.
How much luck do you have?
I have 43. I have 43. Can I push myself?
Oh, you can make it extreme if you want. And try and roll again.
Fuck it. I'm dead
Do
anyway.
it.
Wait,
Oh.
Ooh, does that add up to enough? No, I don't think it does.
You can't use luck on an extreme after rolling twice.
Oh, okay.
Brian, can I do it? Can I? I know this isn't in the rules of this game. Can I do a flashback to like an hour ago?
Were you talking to your family?
Well, I already did that. But can I also have been rooting around in that app that was installed?
Oh, sure. So, yeah, the app has access to your microphone.
Yeah. Can I have been like kind of ratting out the foundation to these people?
What is your reasoning for that? Or I guess you've...
To create a distraction.
But you don't know the thing is on your phone. You forgot.
No, he remembers the things on his phone.
Oh, okay.
He wanted to look at it.
So they've been hearing all of this shit. And so the part where I was talking to her and I was like getting afraid that they might be glassing the city, that's something they would have heard, right?
Sure.
That's all
You see a
conjecture.
teenage girl drive down the highway screaming.
I guess there's enough of that. So, because I was kind of like, if you're thinking what I think you're saying, like all that shit, they would have heard that whole conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all I can do then.
All right. Well, let's
If they
do.
want to do something, if the cult wants to do something, then
Let's do an intelligence roll for her. Hmm.
Nice.
Okay.
Containment failed completely.
Yep.
I got my family out of here at least. So
Yeah, you got your family out
if I go
here.
down, at least I save my family.
We'll find them.
Yeah, do a now this information has gotten out. And I guess you texted your family. Who gets has access to the phone?
Yeah.
Do a luck roll for me.
All right. Well, you have to do a luck roll for me.
Oh, right. Rick Purgatorio.
I do have high luck.
Okay, your family is safe in not being hunted by the Soch.
Oh, you got the foundation. There's like multiple people that my family should be afraid of.
Soch is a big issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also Stoch now will be worried if the Foundation's trying to liquidate the situation. Like, also he's aware of the Foundation.
I mean, that's if she's helping him out.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming she is.
Yeah, she definitely is.
I guess we'll never find out. This mission was a. I mean, I thought it was a success. I think it went really well.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
In my explanation, was that even like close to what happened?
What explanation?
I tried to sound as confident as I could when I was saying whatever I said, but I'm not exactly 100% sure.
It was a lot of words. Your explanation about what was happening here?
Like the,
Yeah, the entire situation where he met him on vacation, the reason why he's doing it.
It wasn't even on vacation. It was an archaeological dig.
Yeah, there
was
was.
that, like,
Yeah, so there was like a whole meme with the if you guys like had the option to actually go to the border or figure out where the entity originated from and get to its source.
Yeah.
But we never got that
was
far.
the professor like kind of brainwashing his students into like was he like kind of making a cult? Like were there different layers, like people who were actually infected and then people who were kind of under the sway of the professor, like rhetorically?
It's kind of like a progressive thing. Like the more you become like attuned to it, the more it like kind of takes you over.
You do its
Is
bidding.
it just a kid? I thought it was just a kid.
Oh no, there's a lot of
Definitely the
people.
professor too, right?
Yeah, I thought it was the
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, there's
The kid
a
might
lot
have
of
been
people that are
progressive.
infected.
And a bunch of his peers, right? Because he wasn't the only one painting that shit.
Yeah, he wasn't the only painter. Yeah,
He was probably but he was leading them, right?
yeah, but you would be able to identify all these people if like we got further, but we did.
Because whenever you're alone on those murals, right, you get infected. Is that the?
Yeah.
Oh, if you're alone with them, I thought you just die.
No, I think they infect you, right? Because that was why he did the art gallery thing with the dark rooms, right? So he could have everyone in a dark room alone with the painting, right?
Oh no, those
Yeah.
people definitely would have died.
That's why. Yeah, I was
Oh,
like,
it just kills you.
die.
Okay, so it just kills you if you're alone. Okay. So they were gonna kill the mayor
You
and
have
all
to,
the
like,
people
touch the
involved
paint.
in
You have
the.
to touch the paint of the painting or whatever it is, right? That
So he
affects
was
it.
trying to. Okay. So he was trying to kill off all the people involved in like the gentrification project, right?
I just have a feeling it replaces you.
So was the mayor just gonna get killed, or was the mayor gonna get replaced, or infected, or whatever?
It would have been nice if you. Well, I guess you guys are heading there now. We could do a quick
Guys are
like, wrap
supposed to
up.
stop it from happening.
I think it's already over, right?
Yeah, you guys. I guess you guys are gonna be like,
right?
yeah, you guys are gonna arrive there kind of just like an absolute bloodbath like 30 minutes later. Meanwhile, Seven, Costanza, you're in the vehicle with Vinnigan and her associate, heading back to the California office. Just moving away from the city. You guys are in the back. Yeah, you guys are
telling Rick, hey man, come take a seat with me here. Let's just talk it out. What we're planning to do next. Hey Rick, what would you have done if this never happened?
I mean, this or all of this?
All of this, just in general. What would your life would have been if you didn't get caught up in that shit last time?
The moon. I was trying to get all the way to the top, man.
Yeah.
The White House one day, but
Wanna smoke?
so are they gonna? How are they gonna contain this? No bad
Rick.
feeling.
It's already too late, man.
I told my wife to get out an hour ago. You think that's enough time?
Probably. Who knows if they go after her, but me and you, we're done. We're not leaving this place. Might as well sit here and look up at the stars.
How many people are they gonna kill?
How many people are in this town?
How's that even possible?
Out in the distance, you see like a fleet of almost like military grade. Well, I guess you see like two planes, like two like silver like large planes flying overhead of the city.
I point up, exhale. That's how.
Fucked up shit, man.
Hey, honestly, if this CP got out into the world, it'd be worse.
You sure it's not?
I don't know. Depends.
I'm gonna take my phone out. It's like didn't have time to deal with this situation. I'm gonna point at the app.
What you see? Oh no, go on.
I'm just gonna point at the app and like, I guess you don't remember.
No, don't.
I think they heard all of that.
Well, hopefully they're smart enough to realize shit got fucked.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I'm in the back of the car singing, "Here come the man in black."
Man in black.
The Foundation's gonna kill all these people, and for what?
Well,
Probably nothing.
Resident Evil.
Costanza's still in there. He's gonna fuck something up one day, and God knows what that's gonna do.
hopefully the rest of my family will take care of that problem.
The line will live on.
And Fernando, like Rick, your phone isn't working anymore. Like you don't have any signal. Fernando, somehow you have one bar, and you get a message from Agent Vinnigan, and it says, "You probably won't get this, but I wish it turned out differently."
I
And
send her back as quick as I can. You're still invited to family Christmas.
and she was gonna send like a very heartfelt message, and that she'll be passing it on to your brother, and you know she'll try and take care of him in the Foundation. A very long message, but by the time that she hits send, you've already lost your connection, and the planes are much closer.
Light up another
Side. At least we're not going out the way Robinson did.
Well, actually, I mean, he did blow himself up for us, but I guess we're blowing ourselves up for the greater good, right?
Yeah, well, at least my liver's in the right place.
True.
And, yeah,
Can I record this on my phone? I just want to record this. It would take a long time to do that.
you'd be too far to actually like see this, because they made sure you guys got like a good distance away, and they pretty much took down like all like cell towers in the area of anyone that could possibly like see this.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty much what Mock shared is what happens to this redacted city. The city has been redacted.
So they're just carpet bombing a whole city.
Well, they're burning the whole thing with like a lot of thermite. But yeah, pretty much.
It's glassed.
I feel like you're setting up a secret. I feel like some of these people must have gotten out before that happened. These fucking infected people.
Well, they have the whole Twitter campaign for how to summon Soch.
Yeah.
Soch
I
might have
would
gotten
put that in
away.
my shit. Would I put that in my reports?
Oh, your family would probably be in danger too. Rick.
Rick's family or my or Rick's family?
Yeah, Rick and anyone that has ties to this place may be not necessarily in danger, but
They're gonna be watched.
yeah, they're gonna be definitely watched.
Well, I mean, they did like literally leave, like right before this was like they were going out the fucking exit or whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what about my brother A. Costanza? Is he still in the agency?
Who was that? Art Vandalay?
That's the
just
next
like a
step.
long lost twin brother that you could have re-rolled with. If you
Yeah.
tried.
It all started with great grandpappy 1 Costanza.
Oh, you said A. I thought you said A. Costanza.
Was that
Oh,
some
wow.
deep lore, Sean? Are you like a clone or something?
Is this a Finn situation?
I'm real. I got a belly
Yeah,
button
was
and
this-
everything.
Was this a Finn? Yeah. Are you the Finn of this story?
I have a belly button, so no, we're good.
He's really a tiefling.
No, he's no. Fernando is.
Oh, I have to be a tiefling. I got the devil's luck, boy.
Yeah, that 2 roll.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna play that very differently. Good shit, guys.
I could have been talking shit to Fernando in the back of the car with Rick, staring at the airplanes coming in.
Sorry, I cut out for a bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all of you could have been saved, but that like team conversation kind of determines what was gonna happen, like who's gonna get left behind.
I feel like Rick wouldn't have like even if they let him leave, he wouldn't have. He probably still would have refused.
Yeah, I don't know why Rick got left behind. It seemed like he was pretty square.
It's because Rick was it's his city.
Yeah, he was
Nah,
attached
Rick
to
and-
it.
He knew.
Yeah.
I guess the assumption would have been he would have been angry. Like if they did that to the city, he would have fucking been out for revenge after that.
Yeah, he would have been compromised regardless, not by the SCP, but by like
Yeah, by the liquidation
Oh,
process.
sure.
Fernando knew as soon as he saw her, he was like, "Oh, I'm dead. This is it."
Yeah, if you guys said the shooting was... Oh, sorry, go on.
I was like, because he probably would have known about it already. So I was like, "Uh-oh, if you're here, this is fucked. Something went horribly wrong."
Yeah, this only further confirms my suspicion that this is a giant waste of money.
Well, I mean, if anything, you should think it's worse than a waste of money. It's like a danger to society. Anyone would have been compromised by the end of this. Would have been Folder. You might. I feel like your character would like want to bring the whole organization down after seeing all of this.
He's trying to.
Well, yeah,
honestly,
just letting. Or just
Promoting incompetence.
The most dangerous people lived, as far as the organization is concerned.
Hey.
Also,
Hey,
also
Big T
Folder
died.
saw- Yeah.
He was the most dangerous.
Also, Folder still never saw anything supernatural happen. In his mind, this was all just a cult scenario.
Yeah. Or some sort of virus.
Yeah.
Truth be told, if I did see something supernatural, I would have dosed myself with the Forget Me serum. Just to maintain.
Keep the illusion going.
Yeah.
I think Folder would have had like a hard extreme sanity roll if he saw something actually supernatural.
I mean, I had super psychology and psychoanalyze, so I could have like survived.
Hey, look, I survived getting attacked by the Soch, and I survived the glassing of the city. Okay.
Yeah. What if only Costanza actually died when his car got attacked? It all would have went differently. If you didn't have that armor, everything would have been different.
You would
have been the only one that died. Like, just that one decision to buy that armor had like such a huge impact on this. I think Brian was trying to kill you so you wouldn't derail things.
Brian had me driving around in my car. Well, I was driving around by myself. I didn't give a fuck, but still, I almost died there too. I had to roll for that.
Oh yeah, and that curfew I institute that you put in. If you were driving alone at night, then hell yeah.
You can't win against Sean, Brian. This is why you make him a GM.
I don't know. I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
At least how it ended out.
Yeah, it was cool.
amazing. I knew how this was gonna. As soon as I shot 7, I knew this was gonna turn out horribly.
Yeah, but also the question was who was going to turn out horribly for?
I was done for Fernando as soon as that shit went down. 3 strikes? Come on. Everything hinging on this success of this mission. If anything fell apart, it was over for him. Period.
You could have gotten saved in the Waffle House if everyone agreed that the shooting was like justified.
Yeah, but after 7 and Folder's team up, it was done for. Because Rick didn't really have any.
To
Rick
be
had
fair,
no
I was
like-
teaming up with 7.
Rick
I
really
was-
didn't have like a good. Rick was
Oh,
just
no,
trying
no.
to like play interference for Fernando, but he wasn't doing a good job. Basically, like he kind of knew it wasn't justified, but didn't care. But I mean, that was the other thing.
Hell, it wasn't
And, like,
justified.
It was. It wasn't kind of like
over here.
well, because like Rick would bend over backwards to try to save Fernando because Fernando saved him that time. But
Like, yeah, it was
Like-
definitely like a weird scenario. Like, realistically, I don't know if it was the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do.
yeah, I think Rick's fate was tied to Fernando's either way, and the city
Yeah.
because it's like he wouldn't let them carpet bomb the city. He wouldn't let them kill Fernando, so you'd have to go down if that.
You would have had to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
did 7 eventually believe that the thing was the supernatural was real?
Well, I mean, I've seen supernatural things in the agency.
Yeah,
Just more often than not, I try to find that it's logical than illogical. But when I saw that fucking shit hit me with that fucking tentacle, I'm convinced.
can't explain that away.
I am convinced.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, it also was like defying science, like and shit. So like all the
Yeah.
bricks, right? Like that was kind of already.
Sure, that
Not
was
normal.
a new scientific discovery. Sure.
Mhm. Fucking George, man.
Mission Impossible.
I thought he'd be the survivor. But that handshake,
I
he
find it
didn't want to
funny
shake hands.
the people. Is that why he died? He didn't want to shake anyone's hand.
Basically, they were just going to drug him and then talk to him later.
Yeah, basically.
And he's like, no way. You know what's so funny? Like that shouldn't have. That would have so weird. Like I was expecting, like if anyone was gonna die, it would have been like George and Sean, or like me and Rico, but not like me and Rico and then George.
George, then you and Rico.
But like I wouldn't like. It's like one or the other, not.
That was kind of a loaded statement, man. You picked all the people that weren't white.
Wait, what? No, it was Wait, what? I put myself in there.
Purgatorio's white, I guess.
He's
Wait, actually,
looking-
the only white. All the characters
George
are
is
white.
white.
Oh, and I guess
George is
Fernando's
white.
not white
Yeah,
either.
George is white.
No, George is Japanese. He's
Yeah,
he's Bishi.
He's full weird.
Yes. So, are we playing this next week?
We're doing Blades. If you guys are
We're
ready.
doing Blades now? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, you got your character, right? Or you want to make? You can make a new character if you want.
I think I will. I mean, I like how
Have to play
George.
Guy Fieri.
I like playing him. I just don't want to do double up on the magic because I can see George wanting to be the magic guy.
Yeah, but also he's a magic guy and like he's not like the researched magic guy. He's like the innate power,
Yeah.
like also psychotic magic guy. So
He is Big T with magic.
Yeah.
I think I like
Sickly.
Skits better than Big T.
Yeah, he's got like a worm in his brain that makes him crazy.
He's
Yeah.
he's literally Like he's literally insane. That's actually the character.
Yeah, Big T was insane with a power trip.
Yeah.
Right.
This is insane with actual power.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot my way out of the station.
Side note.
Is Darrell playing?
Darrell? He should be playing.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Darrell
should
has to
tell
play.
Darrell, Brian, just to make sure.
Yeah, I told him. I think he said he would, so it's gonna be a meme.
Yeah, I think there were 2 classes that we didn't pick.
Yeah,
I
one
feel
was
like the
Spider.
Yeah,
Well,
Spider
Spider
wasn't
was
picked.
another
Yeah.
One was
The Spider
Vampire,
was the
one
other
was Hull.
No,
The
not
other
those.
I'd be all for Vampire, but playing it like a meme instead of trying to power level.
No, Vampire's like super good. You can just push yourself to like deal massive damage with your attacks basically, or like jump really high.
I don't want to play melee, dude, so I would be a pacifist vampire.
The Hull too, it's like a robot.
I feel like I would be more comfortable if you wanted to do the Hull. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me
Yeah,
unlock
the
it.
vampire can't